All right, guys, we're doing this technical analysis at 5 in the morning right now, okay? Let's get into this right now. So let's go to CoinMarketCap first of all and see where this bad boy has been trending. And by the way, guys, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. It is actually Sunday morning. It's about 5:30 in the morning. And I'm still, excuse me, hiccups there. You guys like my huge cup of coffee right here? That's my hand, and that's my cup of coffee. It probably has enough for about 4 cups. Okay, maybe not 4 cups. It's probably equivalent to about a really big mug. So I'm feeling incredibly wired right now. And the reason why I'm still up right now is because I am so excited, guys, to be doing my tutorial for you guys. And I'm putting a lot of energy into it, a lot of enthusiasm, but more importantly, very important quality. It needs to be high quality. Last thing I want to do is leave you guys with a tutorial that's not going to be well-rounded, right? So I think it's going to be very clear, very concise, and you guys are going to have a lot of fun times. And most importantly, you're going to take a lot away from it as well. So let's talk about CoinMarketCap right now, guys, and where we have been trending. So we've actually dropped a $400 drop thus far, which is actually very scary, right? In my opinion, seeing a $400 drop, almost $500 in like that in less than 7 hours. Yeah, we see a lot of coins now in the red, unfortunately, with Bitcoin Cash there still strong in the green. Ethereum Classic is actually holding very strong as well at 24.63. But no other coins, guys, are going to stand this test of Bitcoin falling down. We see that the 24-hour volume has actually, excuse me, I'm just a little itchy right there. Not picking my nose, guys. I'm just itchy right around my nose there. So if you guys take a look at the 24-hour volume, I was mentioning in my previous technical analysis video was that it was very difficult for us to actually push through the $10,000 range with this type of sustained volume. And it was very evident just now what happened in the past 2 hours that easily showed, guys, that we were not able to crack the $10,000 range. In fact, we're getting much more bearish pressure right now, and we're getting much more bearish signs that's showing that we are entering a very short-term bear market as well. Now, the thing about short-term bear markets is that they could cascade over to a medium-term bear market. And guess what a medium-term bear market can do, guys? It can cascade over to a longer-term bear market. I'm not saying that we're going to get there. Don't get me wrong at all. But this is just to show you guys that unfortunately we are in a short-term bear market right now. And my definition of short-term could be very different than your guys' definition as well, right? So let's talk about the 24-hour volume, okay? We see that we're trending over $10 billion, but right now, um, if we can actually trend over $10 billion for like consecutive days, that's where I'll be very convinced, guys, of an uptrend. But as it stands right now, I'm really not too convinced at all quite yet. In fact, we have dropped significantly in the 24-hour volume, which makes me think that it is suspect. So if you guys actually take a look at this, just an observation, okay? We were uptrending for about 2 days and 9 hours, right? Where we basically did 4.68%. But it's funny how, actually, I should move this over one. It's funny how all of our progress was actually wiped away in less than basically 7 hours. That's how long, actually 8 hours it took, okay? So it only took us, 2 days, 24 plus 9, that's 33. It took us one quarter, only 25% of the time to actually wipe out all of those gains that we've made. And let's talk about more of a bear term trend that I see happening right now, unfortunately. Okay, guys, we were first of all trending like this, right? Everybody thought that, okay, guys, this is going to be it right here. We're going to get ourselves into a very bullish market right here, right? Makes a lot of sense. that we could be into a bullish market, everybody would have agreed. Nobody would have said you were crazy or anything, right? Everybody thought that we were going to break into this type of ascending triangle. But in my opinion, the ascending triangle was very weak. We didn't have any points right here. If we had a point of contact right up there and then we went down, that would have been a lot more convincing. But this was more so grasping on straws, in my personal opinion, okay? So the way that I see this Elliott wave now is almost very clear, actually, okay? Now, the way that I see Elliott wave, let's say we started it from right there, okay? This is where the downtrend basically was. We're going to call this final point right here. Basically, this is subwaves 1. This is 2, right? This is basically 3 right around here. That's 4. And say this is 5 right there, okay? Because then we actually get 5 subwaves coming down in here, which actually makes a lot of sense to me for me to start it in this particular section right here. So according to Elliott wave, we see this as 1, right? And okay, let's argue many different points right now, okay? Let's argue many points, and let's say that this was 3, this was 4, and this was 5. This would actually make a lot of sense because then we see that the Fibonacci numbers and extensions really do line up. This was a 261.8 target, and this one was a 161.8 target for wave 3. Makes a lot of sense to me. And then we're just getting some really crappy ABCs, something like that, right? Where it can just come down. But that's also not as likely, okay? So we got to modify our approach a little bit. Let's say that this was a crappy subwave 1 and we got some hyper extensions, right? Massive extensions where it was fairly bullish. Okay, we're just going to argue and say that this hit a 261.8 extension right there, right? So we're going to say now that this is perhaps subwaves 1, right? 2, and this is now 1, 2, and all of this is 3, 4. This was 5 right there. And now I'm going to give you guys the bullish possibility, okay? This is the bullish view right here where we could still be getting some numbers up there, all right? So now let's say that this was actually just like that, right? We say to ourselves this rule right here, okay? We say to ourselves, wave 3 is often the longest and never the shortest. So by rules of Elliott wave, this actually fits into the definition right here, okay? This fits into the definition, and now we could actually get some higher highs. Now, I don't know how high that could go, but just based on fib extensions right now, if I were to delete this, we would even see that this is actually getting to exactly a 161.8. So the bullish view, I cannot see this getting higher than $10,400, right? As a bullish view right here. Unfortunately, this is the best bullish view I personally see, right? I'm just going to annotate this here for you guys as well. The bullish view is, unfortunately, we see this as subwaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm just going to annotate on here very quickly. Okay, now I don't know if this is actually right or not, but you know what? It's the best that we got, guys. Honestly, this is the best that we actually have according to Elliott wave on the very bullish side. So if this was actually the bullish view, it's very slim pickings, I assure you guys, okay? That we could get just a crappy fifth wave, and this one looks like it could make an ending fifth wave diagonal in here, right? If this were to hold, this will actually make an ending fifth wave diagonal right in here. So this is the bullish view. This creates an ending fifth wave diagonal, and we actually get to 261.8 extension. This finishes with an ending fifth wave diagonal, also known as a rising bearish wedge, targeting the 161.8 fib extension at $1,375. That is the best bearish view that I personally can actually come up with. I just simply cannot see another bearish view, guys. Can you guys see one? I mean, I would love for someone to, or sorry, bullish view. I would love for someone to present, a little bit more of a bullish view, but just based on Elliott wave counts, it just seems like we're in such slim pickings right now that there's nothing else I can really conclude. So I'm just pulling up my Steemit right now. I want to make sure that I actually get this here for you guys properly as well, that the bullish view. So I'm just going to highlight this in here as well. I apologize if I repeated myself like 3 times. I was kind of scatterbrained there for a moment. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of the most bullish view that I have here. It's not really that bullish of a view though, I assure you. So yeah. But for this to be actually a bullish view, like we gotta hold. Like we gotta hold the line above 90, you know, whatever, 9,500 or something right here, okay? Yeah, like this has gotta hold. Like really. It's has to hold above 9,500. Must hold above 9,500 is what I'm going to annotate here. Must hold above 9,500 on, you know, on one of these time frames. Let's see what time frame it'll actually be. Okay. Okay. This one will most likely be must hold above 9,500. Which is above the 200 EMA on the 1 hour chart. Okay. So this is my bullish view, guys. We have to hold above $9,500, okay? So now I'm going to present to you guys the bearish view now, okay? So the bearish view, you guys are not going to like me too much for presenting this, and I apologize in advance. Okay, the bearish view actually has a channel, okay? And we're going to drop another $450 about, right? So let's go for the bearish view now, and let's just pretend that all 5 are actually in already, okay? Let's say that all 5 are actually in already, right here. All 5 waves are finished. All 5 waves are finished already, and we downtrend, okay? So now I'm going to delete this ending 5th wave diagonal, right? This is the 5th wave right here that we've actually officially completed already, because it could possibly be this count as well. Like I've looked at it in fairly high detail, and now you guys are going to see the bearish count basically, right? So now we see this in a really crappy channel, to be quite honest, okay? Do you guys see this right here? Yeah. Okay. This is the bearish view, where we end up downtrending to a reasonable fib level, right? We downtrend to a reasonable fib level between these 2 zones right here, okay? We correct to a zone between, we correct to a zone to a range between the 0.236 and 0.382 fib region, which happens 5% to 12% of the time. And these numbers are based on the 236 fib region, which retraces 5% of the time. This is basically Bitcoin statistics, okay, that we've accumulated, and a lot of the traders know that. And 382 is 12% of the time, right? That would be a very bullish view, okay? That would be an incredibly bullish view for it to happen. So we actually see a channel. We see a channel. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. No! My chart erased, guys. I'm so sad right now. Okay, let's see if this actually shows up over here. If I go back to Bitfinex. Nope, does not show up. That really sucks, guys. I gotta annotate it all again. So just bear with me. Let's just do it again together and suck it up, Buttercup. Okay. I don't remember what time frame it was on. I was on the you know what? Let's just do it on the 4 hours just to keep it very fast, okay? So I don't even know what I pushed on my keyboard there. Everything just like shut off there, right? So this was basically um, 1, 2, right? 3, 4, and this was 5 like that, right? And let's go for a bigger view as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is now the 5th one already that has officially finished. Let's get our waves in here, okay? So we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We see that this one could possibly retrace to a region in here. And let's draw our channel here as well. I apologize if I have to do this again, guys. Sometimes charts are really, sometimes I don't know why it doesn't save, honestly. Like it should have saved it, right? It retraces to a region between, 382. We're just going to write again. Bullish range between the 0.3236 and 0.32 fib region, which happens 5% to 12% of the time. Okay, this is a bullish view. This is still kind of a bullish view, but still bearish. This is a bearish view, but optimistic with bullish retracement. Okay, so that's how I'm seeing this. This is a bearish view with a very optimistic bullish retracement, and we actually have finished basically the 5 waves in here already. Okay, now did this even finish the 5 waves? Could it have? Yeah, it definitely could have already, just based on these fib numbers over here, in my opinion at least. Like, it's kind of a really crappy way to look at it, honestly, but there's just so little alternate counts that I can actually think of in my personal opinion right here, right now. So I got to make sure that I'm going to try to think of some more alternate paths, but man, there's just very, very slim pickings right now, guys. So honestly, guys, like this is the bearish view with an optimistic retracement, but realistically, I still see it, honestly, guys, like correcting. Realistically, I'm trying to spell this out here. Realistically, I see a retracement support level to the 8650 range. I know I've been calling 8650 for a really long time, guys, but I don't think this will hold. I doubt this will hold. Honestly, I really doubt that this will hold, guys. And the reason why I doubt this will hold is because I really do believe it's most likely going to test, guys, like right here, okay? This is the reason why. Or I'm going to say 8650 to 8750. That's the truth. Support reach level between 8650 to 8750. That's honestly my main target, okay? I doubt this will hold, right? This will hold above 9,000, right? Yeah, unfortunately. I think that if we break below, for example, this right here, 9,500 range. Hold on, I'm just double checking it right here. 9,000, like say, I want to check just the wick area actually. 9,480, okay? If we break 9,480, we'll no doubt test 9,000 whatever. Let's double check this. 9,050 range, which I doubt will hold. If it does not, we'll certainly test the region below. Okay, this is my honestly the best I can come up with in terms of a bearish view, right? The bearish view but optimistic bullish retracement would bounce off the channel support, okay? But realistically, I see a retracement support between these levels down over here. So if this was, okay, this might be a little bit too confusing, right? But I personally think, guys, like, it just cannot be it, like, it cannot be this bullish and simply bounce. Just think of how long and how much trouble we've actually had already trying to break above 10K and how many times we failed. How many days did we just hover in here, right? Like we've been here for 3 days already, and then all of a sudden we drop like $300. So just to summarize, if we break 9,480, no doubt we'll test, okay? No doubt we'll test 9,050 range, okay? Which I doubt this will hold. And then if it does not, we'll certainly test the region below, right? Which is this right here. This is the bearish view, but optimistic bullish retracement would bounce off of the channel support. But realistically, I see a retracement support level between 86.50 and still 87.50, which is right around here, okay? Which is at basically the 382 fib level, okay? At the 382 fib level and also the 4-hour 200 EMA. So that's a more realistic scenario, in my opinion. Okay, I apologize if I seem a little scatterbrained. You know, I'm trying to do a very detailed technical analysis because I think there's a lot of money to be made soon, and I just want to make sure that you guys are in on the same page as I am. You know, and yeah, I just want to make 100% sure that we are all on the same page. So let's clear all this up and do price action analysis as well, guys. Look at this drop. Like, man, okay? We're seeing a MACD crossover right here, right? We're seeing MACD crossover and histogram tick already. We see MACD crossover and histogram heading to negative side for the first time since when? Since May the 2nd. Since May the 2nd on the 4-hour chart. First time ever. But the question is, how long will it stay in the negative side? We see a very strong drop. We see a very strong drop in RSI, and this was certainly bearishly diverging for days now. We see a very strong drop here. I'm just kind of saying it out loud so I can type it too. We see a strong drop in RSI with bearish diverging signs for days now. Okay, that makes sense, right? We see a strong drop in RSI with bearish diverging signs for days now as well, right? And also, it seems like it wants to really test right here first around the 200 moving average, but I'll leave that outside of my footnotes here for these charts. So make sure you guys are heading to Steemit, by the way. I always appreciate you guys upvoting my content on Steemit, okay? You know, the small little funds, believe it or not, guys, they help out, you know? Like they really help out. I'm just an average guy like you guys as well, trust me, okay? And so far in Steemit, I've actually accrued about $881 in 2 months, which I'm actually very proud of. You know, it's not a lot of money to some people, it's a lot of money to some people, right? To me, I'm just very grateful for any income that I actually get. So I would really appreciate it if you guys take the time to always upvote my content as well, okay? It certainly helps me out a lot there. That's one of the free ways you guys can always support me. So now let's take a look at more charts, okay? What do we see? We see candlestick analysis on the daily, guys. Tweezer top. That's happening, guys. This is happening right here, tweezer top. I'm sorry to say. We see more bearish diverging right here, okay? Right? We see bearish diverging on the daily right here. Is it going to actually turn into a descending type of triangle and break down? Okay. Will this bearish diverge? Will this daily RSI turn into a descending triangle? And what's the support? It's at 55 roughly, right? 55. 55 RSI has been the daily support for how long now? Since April 25th. This must hold to remain bullish. That's my opinion, okay? We do see a negative actually no, we still see positive histogram tick. This is the first down tick, right? In about 3 days now on the histogram. So it's not looking too healthy yet right now. First down tick on histogram in 4 days actually. 4 days, but still in the positive, which is still very important for us to understand right now. So I personally believe, guys, that we're really going to test 94.75. That breaks, see you testing 90.50. That breaks, see you testing 86.50 right now. Unless we get a clear break above 10K, which will only go up, in my opinion, to about 10,375 at first, right? Then we're going to evaluate Elliott waves a little bit further. We see just nasty combinations right now, right? Bearish engulfing candle, candle. That reminds me of my friend Maria. Every time I used to always make fun of her because she has like a super cute accent. She'd be like Texas, and she'd be like candle. I think she was no, I'm not gonna talk about her too much. Anyways, just brings back old memories. That's all. So we see a bearish engulfing candle with 12 hours into the day only, with a double, with a tweezer top, with a pair of tweezer top formations forming. So guys, we're seeing a lot more bearish pressure. What I do is I spy with my little eye, okay? And I look for all of these signs and I look for these little clues. Because I'm writing all of this out, think of it as a way for us to evaluate which way it actually leans more. Think of it as a game of probability, right? When you're playing a game of probability, it's obviously going to lean one way a lot more than the other. So probability wise, guys, do you guys think that it has a higher chance to go up than for it to go down right now? And clearly the answer is unfortunately down. We're seeing some massive candles right now that are just nasty. So unfortunately, I stand by my technical analysis. Thank you very much for watching my videos always, guys. I really appreciate you. I'm not sure why this is a little bit weird. My canvas. Do you guys see my canvas? Oh, it's actually not full screen. That's why I was wondering, like, what the heck is going on right here? Sorry for moving it around there. So I really appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have given me. I really appreciate an upvote as well. And yeah, I'm really excited to be releasing my tutorial package that will be out in less than 5 days, guys. I put in a lot of effort into it, and I really hope that it's going to help you improve your game. And a lot of you guys might be wondering, am I going to actually be just wasting my money? No, guys, you're not going to. I have put in so much energy and enthusiasm in creating this course specifically for you guys that you are going to feel like you're empowered. And it's going to empower you to the point where you're going to be able to make very good decisions. And I assure you with 100% certainty, guys, that it's going to be worth every penny that you spent. And you're going to be very grateful that you actually put in the money to purchase it. Not only that, guys, it's going to help me substantially as well, right? So it's one of your small ways that you can support me for the long term. And trust me, I'm going to be incredibly inclined to help you guys when you're posting tons of your questions in Udemy. I'll be making sure to reply to your questions in less than 24 hours. So other than that, guys, have yourselves a great morning. Thank you very much for watching my technical analysis videos. Make sure you guys understand that this is much more scary. Oh, one more thing I forgot to point out. Yeah, this was the one thing I want to point out. Okay, guys, we have not crossed the moving average. This was really important because I pointed it out on Twitter. We have not crossed the 55 moving average in 4 days. And check this out. We're just spiraling down right now. We're just spiraling down. It's so scary that we're moving parabolically down and we just zipped right through the 55 EMA. So that is also a very good sign for you guys to know that, hey, this is possibly downtrend where we're going to test right there, guys, the region I'm talking about at the white line. That's the 94.75-ish range, right? That's the 200 EMA. So let's see if we actually end up holding that. If not, make sure you guys understand that this could possibly be a channel, okay? And that there's a good chance that we're going to bounce off of 9,045 range. So other than that, have yourselves a great morning, traders and baby whales. It has been a pleasure doing technical analysis for you. Take care now. Bye.